done sitting, pal. It's time to make a choice.
All you have to do is believe, Ronnie. All you have to do is take my mark. And anything that you imagine, anything, will be yours.
Our constitutional journey did not stop then, and it must not stop now, Judge. And we'll be faced with equally consequential decisions in the 21st century. Can a microscopic tag be implanted in a person's body to track his every movement? There's actual discussion about that. You will rule on that, mark my words, before your tenure is over. Can brain scans be used to determine whether a person is inclined toward criminality or violent behavior? You will rule on that.
The goggles, they're just a way to let people see what's possible in a unified world. Miracles are taking place. Healings are happening.
Elon Musk's next project isn't a car or a spaceship or a solar panel. The executive's latest startup is called Neuralink, which focuses on the goal of implanting chips into human brains and also connecting brains to computers. Here's what Elon Musk said at a conference in California about the technology last night.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases and ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization relative to AI. This, I think, has tremendous potential, and we hope to have this aspirationally in a human patient before the end of next year. So this is not far.
Not far, he says. The implantation of the neuron, the implantation of the neuron-sized threads requires the use of a special robot, but Musk said it's a minimally invasive surgery. So Thornton, I'm sure that means you'll be getting one soon.
I'm gonna get a few for the kids with my 23andMe kit.
Naturally,
surprise.
Yeah.
And once the last of the unbelievers are removed.
Turning now to the group that instigated the Covington incident, the Black Hebrew Israelites. The Black Hebrew Israelites are described as a black nationalist hate group with militant overtones. They believe blacks are the true descendants of the biblical Israelites, and many of their sects are anti-white. Many here on the East Coast pretty familiar with the group, who dress up in robes and preach their teachings on street corners. I happened to catch up with them in Philly about 2 years ago. President Trump, how are you feeling about it?
How do I feel about President Trump? I think that white people put Trump in office, and that was the man that they wanted him to rule over their people. Right. But I think black people, Hispanics and Native Americans, have a king that they need to obey. Right. And this is what my power said. Read Acts 5:29.
Acts chapter 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, "We ought to obey God rather than men."
Then your powers will blossom forth like a wondrous rose.
Nice speech. I could see why so many people have fallen for your pack of lies. You've always wanted just one thing: to kill the people of God. So go ahead, do what you will with this body. But my soul, the only thing you really want, you can't have.
Serves him right, huh?
What?
Serves him right for not taking the mark.
What mark you mean?
You know, the mark.
666?
And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and caused that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
No,
What do you mean you don't know?
I do know. I gotta go.
Hey! Hey, let me see your hand!
Please identify yourself. Please identify yourself. Please identify...
Glory to man.
What?
Hey. Glory to man.
Glory to man. Glory to man. I need to use your phone. It's very important. And your payphone doesn't work. My wife I need to talk to.
Let me see your hand.
I wrote a story that came out this week, and it was sort of an exploration of fintech. I got rid of cash for an entire month, didn't use any physical cards, so just digital means. And throughout the experiment, I wanted to push myself and try to find what's the furthest possible extent of this future of payments. And I found a guy who is chipping people in Sweden, and I went over to Sweden and he did it.
Now, how often do you get personally rejected? I mean, your payments in your hand. I mean, we know cash is pretty much universal, except when you leave the country, then a credit card works better for you. Phones are catching up. Is your hand better than the phone? Is it worse? Does it just sort of depend on what you got implanted in there?
This is we're not there yet. Basically, you get
You're
rejected.
Not there yet.
You get rejected everywhere. There's a few places that I found that I was able to try to do this. One, which is from the video you guys showed. And those are people who can accept something like Venmo, who are already kind of on the progressive end of this.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in chip, so I use it to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks. Exactly. So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install ingrain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards,
which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden.
No cash.
Hey, I've got one.
I've been marked. I'm okay.